So I've been running for 18.5 years. For the first 6, 7 years of my running career, I didn't use a guide. I just ran behind someone or beside someone because I had enough vision to get through it. As my vision started to get worse, when I started to use a tether, but it made it really hard for me to go out my front door and go for a run and train. I'm Joe Quintanilla, a BC alum, class of '98, communications major, and I am the Director of Development at the Carroll Center for the Blind. I helped found the Vision 5K in 2001. It was known as a Team with a Vision, and one of the things we wanted to address is give elite blind runners an opportunity to compete against each other, be rewarded for their talents. There aren't many road races that have a visually impaired division where you would get a medal, or even as a category where they would score. So I'm going to start handing out blindfolds. Anyone else?
Over here.
Great.
Thank you.
When you do put on the blindfold and you do get comfortable with it, you don't have to expect or think that you're going to be slower just because you can't see. When we came up with the conception of the blindfold challenge, we wanted to try to find a way that our race would be extremely educational, give people a challenge that would help really get the message out of what blind people are capable of. What we use for running when you're blind or visually impaired is a shoestring for a tether. So let's say that we want to get around some runners that are in front of us and we need to go to the left. So what Jen will do is she'll tell me, take a step towards me and give the tether some tension. And that's telling me to come towards her. So, the tether is really like a security blanket. It's really a great way to feel balanced, to feel in control of where you're running. It makes total sense. Of putting on the blindfold the first time, you're going to be scared, you're going to be uncomfortable. It's uncertainty. You do have to have some trust in your guide. But what we want you to do and hope that you'll get out of this is when you cross the finish line, you're not going to take that blindfold off and say, thank God this is over. I'm so grateful I'm not blind and I can't live that way. Instead, you're going to say, you know what? That was challenging at first, but I got used to it. So the Vision 5Ks at Boston College this year, we were looking for a new location. We're very fortunate to have BC be extremely supportive. I'm very proud to be a BC alum and to be back on campus for such an important event. Something that I wanted to do when I was young is compete against other blind athletes on a consistent basis, year in and year out. I didn't have a lot of people to train with necessarily all the time, or to go and to race with me with guides. And now I'm helping provide those opportunities, whether it's an elite runner or someone who just wants to go out and do it recreationally.